What's going on, boys? We are back at home, and in today's video I want to talk to you about something very, very simple that for some reason, no matter where you are in life, where you've been in life, we've all kind of fallen into this trap. And that trap is having fun. Now, I know what you're thinking. Blake, what do you mean don't have fun? Well, I never said that. I simply said having too much fun, right? Now, the intros to my videos are always shit, so let's get that out of the way now. What I'm really going to talk to you about today is why you don't deserve to party and have fun. Because a lot of you have this twisted. You do no work, you do nothing, you get a little bit of shit done, maybe, and then because it's the weekend and you got your measly little paycheck, you think it's okay to go spend that all in, Saturday night or Friday night at the club, or you're going to some party or whatever. Because I'm college age, usually I speak to mostly college age people, so you're going out to some bar, you're going to some house party, you're doing whatever the hell you're doing, right? Now, if you're anything like me and you have big goals, big dreams, big aspirations, why are you still wasting your time with that? That is not going to get you any closer to whatever it is you're trying to achieve in life. So why are you doing it? Because for a lot of you guys, you think, okay, I stayed in my house. Let's say you're building a business, for example. You're like, okay, I stayed in my house all week working on whatever. It's Friday night now. My friends asked me to go. I can't say no. And now you're rewarding yourself for bare minimum effort. So most of you have this weird problem of showing up once and feeling like you can celebrate after that. When you haven't gotten any real results, you didn't do any real work, and you really didn't achieve shit. And that's just the reality. A lot of you guys think that, obviously, because being an entrepreneur is different than working a 9-to-5 or any type of salary job, you guys think that you can come on here, or come into this space, I guess, work for a week, 2 weeks, get 1 sale, maybe 0 sales, whatever. But because you did your outreach, you did your posting, you did whatever you do in whatever stage of your business you're in, you think that it's okay to party? Let me tell you this. Real wins take time. It doesn't take a week. It takes time. It takes effort. I don't care where you are in life. This shit is not easy. And this shit is not for the weak, regardless of what anybody tells you. Now, the next reason why you probably partied way too much is because you use it as a coping mechanism. You can't escape anything. You constantly feel like shit because, believe it or not, you're not doing what you know you need to do. And you use that as an excuse to go out, drink, smoke, whatever you do. Some people don't even drink or smoke. They just go and fuck around like what are you doing? What are you doing? You didn't achieve anything. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. You did a lot of work with nothing to show for it. And you need a reward? Oh, well, I haven't had fun in a while. Bro, listen, if you want to get somewhere at some point, you need to take every ounce of fun you have and throw it in the trash and grind for 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is. Whatever it takes. That's what the real definitive thing in entrepreneurship is. It's doing whatever it takes, even when you know you could go have fun, you could go do this. You see people online doing whatever. You're in Miami, you're renting jet skis, you rented a yacht, oh, big ballin'. Yeah, but you didn't do much, did you? You didn't. Now, I know people who do that shit and they make a freakish amount of money. I know other people who do that for no reason. Can't even make this YouTube video anymore. Back at the family's house and my family's fucking home for whatever reason. Pissing me the fuck off. But, anyways. How do you actually build this legacy, or as you TikTok kids like to call it, this generational wealth? Delayed gratification. The men who commit themselves for the long term, say no to short-term highs for long-term freedom. This kind of goes along with that age-old quote of like 5 years of hard work for 50 years of freedom, or 50 years, whatever the reverse is. 5 years of fun for 50 years of hard work, or 5 years of hard work for 50 years of freedom. That's what that relates to. The men who win long-term say no to short-term highs for long-term freedom. Simply switch your brain right now and tell yourself, yo, bro, listen, I can't do any of this shit because I'm chasing something. And in the future, when I have it, I'm going to have more fun than you guys spending $50 a night at the club or at the bar or whatever, or ever even going to have, because I can afford it. And it's not going to make a difference in my life, whereas it makes a difference in your life. That's the difference. And most of you, you're not even building, you're just escaping. Every weekend is a weekend lost. You're postponing the life you say you want for some short-term bullshit, all because you can't say no to your friends. And you succumb to peer pressure so easily. And a lot of you need to realize one thing. You're not supposed to feel good about anything that you're doing in the beginning stages. Everything about this is simply just digging yourself in, being stubborn, having grit, and having some type of goal in place. And you need to relentlessly, everybody says this. For some reason, a lot of you guys don't listen. Relentlessly chase that goal. That is it. I like to say in all of my videos, just do it. It's Nike's slogan. Well, it's as simple as just doing it. But for some reason, you guys get in your head too much. You think about dumb shit. You think about some fucking dumb party or some other dumb shit. And you're like, oh, well, I'm supposed to have fun. I just worked all week and, my friends are going out. So look at the lives your friends live. Look at the life you want to live. Do they reflect it? Then don't go. Because they don't reflect it. 99% of the time they don't reflect it. And when you're in the chapter of becoming someone or becoming that person you want to be, that shit's supposed to suck. So don't numb that process with distractions. It's going to fucking suck. Cut out all your vices, or whatever vices you feel you need to get rid of. I would suggest weed, alcohol, any other actual mind-altering drugs. Nicotine, caffeine, who really gives a shit? We're all on those anyway. Or if you're not, I'm not forcing you to do anything. But, listen, productivity. Anyways. It's not going to feel good. It's going to fucking suck. But you need to dig in and learn how to say no. Because the other side of this, besides switching your brain around, is being able to tell your friends no. What did I do? Well, I pretty much stopped partying sophomore year. Obviously, I partied at graduation and all that shit a little bit. But I said no so many times people would stop inviting me. How am I supposed to get drawn into this shit when I don't even get an invite? Now I gotta go look if I want to go out. And I don't really give enough shits to go look for somewhere to go. So I basically bubble wrapped myself. I allowed myself not to fail. Luke Belmar, love him or hate him, he says if you're going on a diet, why do you have cookies in the kitchen? Because your environment dictates what you can do. If you say you're going to quit smoking, if you say you're going to quit whatever it is, and yet you look over there and there's a pack of cigarettes on the counter or whatever the fuck you're doing, how do you think that's going to be possible when you have such ease of access? So just cut it out. Cut it out. A lot of you need to take a step right, or take a quick second right now and just determine whether you want it or not. Because if you want it, and if you want it to the extent of all these people, the real people on IG, by the way, or YouTube, or whatever you're watching, the real people, not the fakers, not the rented, not the all that shit. If you want it, you are going to have to sacrifice more than you could ever imagine. More than you could ever imagine. I went from, I wouldn't say I was I was popular at school, But then you see me walking around with a hoodie on, not talking to anybody, working on e-commerce shit in class. AirPods in 24/7. I wasn't having a conversation with your dumbass. I wasn't doing shit. If we weren't talking business, we weren't talking. That was how I ran my life. That's how I still run my life to an extent today. If that conversation does not benefit me or anything, if it does not elevate me to where I'm trying to go, I simply don't have the conversation. I don't really give a shit. I'm going to be honest. And that's the kind of grit and determination a lot of you guys need to have in order to get successful. Because a lot of you guys succumb to your surroundings way too fast. You give in after the first ask. Like, hey, bro, you should go with us. Okay. No pushback, no nothing. You didn't even say no once and they had to, like, concoct you into doing it. A lot of you guys just give in way too fucking fast. It makes no sense. So to stop partying, remember, if you want this life, you need, I'm going to read it word for word. If you want to win long term, learn to say no to short-term highs for long-term freedom. Short-term highs, long-term freedom. Another best thing to do, look at your friends and curate your environment to fit your needs. That's it. If your friends or whoever's telling you to go out is not where you want to be in life, is not on the path to be where you want to be in life, why are you listening to them? Why are you going with them? Why are you even fucking talking to them at this point? You need to shut everybody out and go. Go. It sounds horrible to most of you. You're like, oh, but I don't want to give it up. Every single person that you see online has given up more than you could ever realize to get there. And that's hard for a lot of you to believe. I'm talking cutting out all your friends. Not talking to chicks. Not doing anything that isn't trying to get them money or better themselves in some way, shape, or form. That's what it takes. And a lot of you aren't ready for that conversation. So I'll save that for another time. But for now, remember, long term, learn to say no to short term. To sacrifice it for the long term freedom. Remember to look at your friends, cut out the ones you don't need. And remember to curate your environment so that you are guaranteed to win. So that these vices cannot control you. So that this partying, all that bullshit cannot control you. And if you're watching this video and you've watched it this far and you're already successful in your party, I'll see you there, brother. No, I'm just kidding. I actually still don't do that shit at all. I really just have no desire to do it that much at all. Once in a while, whatever, but I really have no desire to do it anymore. I'd rather work or hang out with my girlfriend alone. But anyways, guys, see you in the next video. Got this different background from now on. I'm literally got all the lights off. I got my phone light and my computer's on full brightness. So peace out, boys. See you in the next video on Monday. Stay tuned.